Hi guys, welcome to our first Q&A session, something that's probably a few years behind.
A few years, more like 4 years.
But we finally got around to it, so we're filming a Q&A. So we really appreciate you guys sending in your questions. We got quite a few, so the way we're going to do it is play 21 questions with Tegan and Dylan. Basically we're just going to pull them out of the hat and answer your questions. So question 1 doesn't need to be pulled out the hat because it's pretty much just who are we if you don't know us. I'm Tegan, I'm almost 25 and...
I'm Dylan and I'm 28.
And if you can't pinpoint the accent, we're from New Zealand.
We are.
Yeah. Anyway, want to pull the first one? Pick one.
Not really bus question. What are you most looking forward to on your bus travels?
I'm most looking forward to just being on the road again, I think. Just moving again, not really one specific thing. What about you?
Seeing New Zealand, I think, would be quite cool. Okay, cool. Next.
Okay.
Hit me with a good one.
Okay. Well, let's go. It is. How did you find living in a small space together?
Fantastic, guys. Fantastic.
Yeah, sunshines and rainbows the whole time.
We didn't argue at all. No, I feel like it takes a certain couple to be able to live in such a small space for long periods of time. And we found out that we are one of those lucky couples.
Don't finish the peanut butter if you're in a country where you can't buy more peanut butter. It may result in a domestic.
Just if she's hungry, feed her. Okay.
That's just a general life question.
How did you two meet? Go Tegan.
Very glamorously on a hockey pub crawl. I was dressed up as a bridesmaid. Dylan was dressed up as William Wallace. Yeah. And the first thing I ever heard him say was, I'm William Wallace. In his real terrible Scottish accent that you may remember from our Scottish videos. Really, love at first sight.
Yeah, so we met through a field hockey club. Next question.
Who's most likely to end up in A&E?
Oh, that's tough. Both of us. We've got a thing going on right now. Tegan gets injured and then I'll have an injury not that long afterwards. But currently Tegan's winning.
I would say, yeah, both of us. But funny fact, we didn't really show it in our videos that much, but both of us ended up in A&E a few times when we were travelling around Europe. Mm-hmm. Obviously nothing that serious, but...
Oh, incoming question from Dawn.
Hello?
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm great. Do you have any questions about the Wildering Camper, Dawn?
We're currently filming our Q&A. Do you have any questions for us?
When are you moving out?
Soon. Soon. Okay.
Cool.
Alright.
Okay, darling.
Ta-ta. Bye.
What were we saying? Oh, A&E. Yeah.
Yeah, Annie happened. Oh, favourite place you visited in Scotland?
I just have always pops into my head when we went over the, what was it, the Appleton Cross? The
Appleton Pass?
Was it Appleton?
Oh no, that's a nice rum. It could also be Appleton. Apple something Pass.
We'll link the video.
Yeah, just north of Glasgow.
We went over that and then we went down into a village and then we came back up and stayed on the side of the road, but it was overlooking the beach. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but I feel like that was just a really good day. Not the prettiest or most adventurous spot. It was literally on the side of the road.
Well, that pass is quite notorious. Well, it's notorious for being hard to pass. That's a good place. I quite like the Isle of Skye.
Yeah.
Fairy Falls, all of that. That was pretty cool.
Ridiculous. How did you fund the trip in Nelly, and will it be the same for the bus, or is it all just savings?
Yeah, we just, I don't know, saved up, ventured. Over in Europe we managed to land a couple of gigs, but yeah, a lot of just, hard work before we went away to do it.
Yeah. So the work we had was campsite wardens that you can apply for, and we managed to live out of the van. And the other one, which pretty much funded our trip to Scotland, was Christmas tree harvesting in England, which I would never do again if I had the choice. But it got us what we need to do.
And fortunately, this bus trip, Tegan should hopefully be able to sail through some fun. Does it look like? And I might be doing a little bit of remote work.
Yeah.
And obviously we'll get the videos going as well. Who's the better cook out of you two?
I would say...
I taught Tegan how to cook, basically.
Oh, shut up. I would say Dylan, probably the better cook. But...
No, probably about it.
But also I feel like meals can be a little bit risque because he doesn't like to follow recipes when he's never cooked something before. He'll have the recipe and it'll give him what he needs and he'll go, oh nah, don't need that. So sometimes it works really well and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, just cut that sugar out here.
Oh, add the salt. This one's from one of our patrons. Was there anything you regret doing or not doing in Nelly?
Biggest regret was probably going down, or continue to go down a path which had no way out in Greece.
Yeah. Trusting Google Maps a little bit too much.
Yeah, probably trusting Google.
I would say for me, one would be leaving the van to get groceries and then it got broken into.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'd rather not do that again. And another one was just sort of avoiding major cities in Europe, just because having a van in a major city is just so hectic and hard and expensive. So it would have been cool to be able to do more cities, but for us it was kind of not really what we were after at the time.
How much was the bus and refurb did we have to save up? So the bus cost us in New Zealand dollars, cost us 25,000, and the refurb is probably 20,000 on top of that. If all goes to plan. Always planned. So far so good.
As far as funding the original purchase of the bus, most of that money came from when we sold Nelly in the UK. That's a good one for you. How did you know what was required for crossing borders into new countries in Europe?
Shitload of research. Read a lot of forums. There's a few guys that, I can't remember if he was from Australia or New Zealand, but there was a few of them that did blogs online and pretty much just Google that in terms of visas and what have you. For us, and Australians are pretty similar as well, we had to go through what's called
Schengen area?
Yeah, the Schengen area kind of dictates our visa requirements or what we can and can't do. At the end of it, actually, I found out that we could probably travel almost indefinitely in Europe, depending on the countries that would pass from one to the other. When you were shopping for Nelly, did you have an idea of what you were looking for and what was your budget?
I would say, before we left, we spent probably a good almost year from the get-go of having this idea to actually landing in England of the type of van we wanted. And quite early on we got onto auto sleeper. We just kind of saw that they were high ceilings, which was important for us because we wanted to be able to stand. A lot of them had ovens or cooktops, which we really wanted. We didn't just want to have a gas cooker. And then a bathroom was big for us, just because I think more of a wet room when we're out on the beach and stuff than an actual bathroom, but also having the toilet was a pretty vital part for us.
What is the biggest piece of advice for someone wanting to do a van/bus trip? I think you just got to do it, but you just got to take the step.
You gotta do it and then you learn on the way, and then you just gotta take it as it comes.
There's that guy who said 20 years from now you'll be more disappointed from the things you didn't do than the things you did do.
This is a 3-part question. What made you do a bus? Do you do all the work yourself? And will you live in it full time?
Okay, so I guess the bus idea came about from knowing that we would eventually sell Nelly and move back to New Zealand, and that we still weren't quite finished with travelling, and so that kind of leaned us towards a bigger vehicle, which was a bus. Decided to do the work ourselves, and also with the help of Steve.
My dad.
Because we wanted, or at least I wanted, to learn more about what goes into making a motorhome, or making a successful motorhome.
And yeah, we do plan to live on it full time as a living, breathing house on wheels.
Yeah, and getting a really decent tour. What are you most excited about completing on the bus? Roof deck.
Bathroom.
Yeah, running water is going to be my second one.
I think bathroom, when it's done, it's going to make it like super luxe.
Yeah. Quick fire, next ones.
What was your favourite country/place you visited in Nelly? It's a IG/Patreon question.
What favourite country and place?
All place.
Favourite country is Albania. Oh, place. Too many, eh?
I would say place and time, like good best week would be Sardinia with our friend Lowry from Australia, and just all round I feel like that was a real cool time.
Anyway, gotta carry on. Heaps of good places, go do it. How will the bus trip be different from Nelly?
I think just having that little bit extra room will make it a lot more comfortable. And then also there's not like language barriers, so it's going to be a bit easier that way, I think.
Solar panels. Proper solar panels and batteries will have a lot of electricity and a shit ton more water. Okay, next.
Did you have any scary moments in Europe?
When we got broken into, which we kind of touched on, that was pretty, intense.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was great. Great time. Were your travels as glamorous as they looked?
A lot of it was what we showed. I feel like that was pretty honest.
I feel like we showed, a lot of real what we did. And
yeah.
obviously, like, we wouldn't show us sleeping because that would just be quite boring.
That would be quite boring.
And probably the wrong channel for this.
Favourite bus van meal?
Pizza.
I was going to say the same thing.
Hit him! Hit. Okay.
Pizza, because there's no rules on pizza, right? You can just put whatever leftovers you have in the bus, throw it on a pizza, and it's going to taste great.
Most times.
I mean, yeah, most times.
Favourite bus buy so far?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's the coffee machine. I don't know if it is for you, but for me, we got this real nice coffee machine for Christmas. A little South-to-South present, and it makes great coffee, and it's such a step up from our little stovetop coffee that we had in Nelly.
It's a game changer.
Oh, it's
I
beautiful.
don't know, we have had really good purchases. Like our taps, for example, one of them's from the 70s. Probably one of a kind. I don't even know if there's any more left in the world.
Oh, scooter. That's pretty sick.
I say skid, it's so many good purchases. I mean, the bus itself is good. The bus? Bus?
Yeah, the bus.
The bus is pretty good.
Wow, way to make that vague.
I don't know, solar panels as well. It's all so good.
It's all so good.
Okay, I think that wraps it up.
It's 21.
We probably jibble-jabbled. Is that even a word? Don't even know. We probably talked quite a lot. But anyway, I hope you learnt a little bit about us, or a little bit more. And as we said before, we're really excited to get out on the road. Hopefully we might see you out there. Come over yarn if you see us. I mean, you won't miss the bus. especially when that roof deck's on. Jesus. But yeah.
Yeah.
Go do it. Do it.
Otherwise, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any more questions for us, feel free to comment below and we'll try and make another one at some point in our life.
Also, thanks Patreons.
Yeah.
Keep talking to us. We'd love to hear your what you're up to. And yeah, just like hearing from you guys. So.
Yeah. And if you want to become a patron, firstly, hugely appreciate it. Secondly, we're going to try, as we get closer to finishing the bus build, get more and more videos, updates, travel plans, all of that good snazzy stuff. We're going to get that out to you. So if you want to be part of the Patreon fam, just click a link which is going to pop up.
Yeah, actually, yeah, big help. Thanks guys.
Cool. Bye.
Adios.